20. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Dion Lewis, 73 yards. And the Patriots are an extra point away from going out in front. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too, of just getting there and taking off and going? For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Denver Broncos, they missed out on the playoffs for the second straight year. Their offense coming back on the field here, and that's coming off that Super Bowl 50 win. I don't know that we expected them to go back-to-back or anything like that, but I certainly don't think we saw them missing the playoffs the last 2 years, right?
No, you're correct on that one. And a big part of it is, what's one of those old adages in sports, that defense travels and defense is a constant? Well, the Broncos' defense has been exactly that. I mean, look, they were 3rd overall in total defense in 2017. So the idea that they're going to drop to that type of a record with a defense that good, that just tells you about all the offensive struggles they've had.
Yeah, we mentioned the quarterback troubles, and just 5 and 11 in 2017 for Denver. He'll be dropped at the 30. The first broken tackle couldn't bust him free. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. Short yardage situation. Here's Charles.
Man, why the hell he keep, man, come on.
Yardage to the 35. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
Left side here to Sanders. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. A shotgun snap for Simeon.
Oh, good catch. Mouse season, baby.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Yes, sir.
This game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. Chewing up big yardage, another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Now a first down throw, Simeon. Throwing right side, that's
get up on me, turn around, baby. Turn around, baby.
End zone for a Denver score. Demaryius Thomas with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Broncos are in for 6.
Fucking Patriots.
And he puts this one through as the lead moves to 13-7. Now McManus on to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. So the football switching hands here in just a second. And, you know, Tom Brady, just to go off on a tangent for a second, may have lost the Super Bowl. But 3rd MVP this past season, and what he did at age 40, really something, right, Charles?
Absolutely phenomenal. Ended up beating out Todd Gurley, the running back for the Los Angeles Rams. But he would have traded it for a Super Bowl win, don't you think? How about this? The last 9 NFL MVPs to play in the Super Bowl that same season, 0-9.
Yeah.
You go all the way back to Kurt Warner in, what, 1999, where he won the double?
We were going over that stat earlier. That is hard to believe.
But he would have been the MVP had the Patriots pulled that one out.
Yeah, he still has 5 rings, though. 5 Super Bowl titles for Brady.
When your quarterback can't run, I'm gonna fuck him up.
Now Brady throwing on second down.
The ball is out of
there. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good.
Gonna be my first team and my second team. My first team is Falcons. I don't really have either one. Push up on him.
Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2.
Bang.
For Gronkowski, and he's got it complete. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs, and let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
To throw, it's Brady. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
All right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Here's Brady.
Let's go.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Todd Davis. And
Let's
they
go.
get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. After the interception, here's Simeon. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here. That looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open. And this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get out.
Oh, shit, I'm fucked up. Oh, fucking person, man. Fucked up.
And they're going to set up shop at the 32.
He didn't do his fucking route.
Before the possession switches here, I had written down that I wanted to talk about some of the awards this past season in the NFL. We know Brady was the MVP, but Todd Gurley, Offensive Player of the Year.
How about that for a bounce back? Many were questioning whether he'd had a sophomore slump the season before. Didn't even get to 1,000 yards.
Damn, motherfucker.
Dominant force in 2017. How about his teammate Aaron Donald on the defensive side? He took home Defensive Player of the Year award.
Yeah, very impressive. They had both sides of the ball. Sean McVay deserving, I think you would agree, of Coach of the Year.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, what he did for the Rams when they went from last in the league in scoring to leading the league in scoring and winning a division title. And how about the New Orleans Saints? Rookie of the Year, offense and defense. Alvin Kamara on offense, Marshawn Lattimore on defense.
A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Again, it's Lewis. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
On second down, here's Brady. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. They'll run it here. This is James White. And brought down, but the juke, the very nice juke, gives him the first down yardage there. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. Brady gives this one to Lewis. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. Of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. Play action. Now it's Brady. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Brandon Cooks, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Patriots are an extra point away from going out in front. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. CD, I want to get your thoughts on some potential free agents this offseason before we change the possession here. Now, caution, many of these guys could be re-signed, I know, but who are some of them? Kirk Cousins is one.
Yeah, we're talking about difference makers. Kirk Cousins at the quarterback position. He's going to be coveted around the league by quarterback-needy teams. Case Keenum had a big year. Could he move?
Juke too.
Running backs, Le'Veon Bell, Dion Lewis, some pass catchers, Jimmy Graham, Jarvis Landry, Sammy Watkins, and about the guy who goes and gets quarterbacks, DeMarcus Lawrence had a monster year for Dallas last season.
Yeah, a lot of big names that could be out there as free agents. A first down carry here for Charles. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They got to feel pretty good about that one.
17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Back to throw, Simeon setting up the receiver screen here to Thomas. Past the 20.
Let's go, baby.
Just a yard or two shy of the 10. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
He's come a long way since his time at Georgia Tech. What did he run at Tech? He ran hitches and go routes, essentially.
Yeah.
I mean, but he ran them really well. He averaged well over 20 yards a catch while he was there. And he still creates downfield in the NFL. That big body and that willingness to go catch the football. He's pretty impressive.
And his friends call him Bebe, the nickname his uncle gave him back in the day. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Simeon trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Corey picks it off. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
That's real bullshit.
Brandon, we spent time with this team before the game, and there was never any indication that they did not like their kicker.
Wow.
Well, it shows right now that they didn't like their kicker. Why didn't they just put it through the goalpost and take the lead?
That is going to be the question that has to be answered. I don't know about you, but I'm skipping my flight. I'm going to the post-game press conference to find out what they were thinking.
Instead of playing
Why you gotta do like that,
through the air, and what a stunning turn of events.
Now one fight.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Before the offense changes hands here, let's look back at the Super Bowl February 5th. What a game. I know you were there calling it offensively, though. Impressive on both sides.
It certainly was, and let's face it, if you're in Minnesota, it's cold outside, but you talk about the offenses, they heated up in a big way. And how about Nick Foles, the backup quarterback turned MVP? 373 yards, 3 touchdowns, and, of course, the big one receiving on the Philly special.
Quite a story. As you and I were talking about off air, it was just a fluid game, not a lot of penalties, just really clean play.
Exactly the type of game the NFL needed for the audiences at home watching the game, and, of course, people in attendance. A really well-played game.
Off the play fake to Charles. This is Simeon. And caught right side, Green.
Let's go!
All the way home for a Broncos score. Virgil Green.
The fuck wrong with this nigga, man?
Is winding down. And now the Broncos are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game. And they will line up now for the 2-point try.
We're going to take for all y'all motherfuckers. Stop, bro. Let's go. Let's go.
As the 2-point conversion is successful. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep.
Trying to cough him up.
To bring it out, a good one as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. I want to give a hat tip real quick, Charles, to J.J. Watt before the possession switches here. Walter Payton, NFL Man of the Year, and they totaled up how much he helped raise for hurricane relief, $37 million.
Incredible. Hurricane Harvey, which really hit the Houston area in a big way, and his original goal was $200,000. So congratulations to J.J. Watt, all the people who participated. And Greg Olsen of the Panthers, Benjamin Watson of the Ravens, both tight ends, also nominated and finalists for the most prestigious award as determined by the NFL, the Walter Payton Man of the Year award.
So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Mark that nigga. Mark that nigga.
It's caught left side by Cooks. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20.
You're going for 3, Coach.
Now a timeout called with 3
Coach,
seconds to go.
What the fuck is going on,
they're in
Coach?
field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points.
Hurry.
From the left hash, this from 37. And the
Look at that
11-year
little
veteran
bit.
bangs it through. So 2 quarters down, 2
Give me the
remain.
ball, my ball,
Charles and I return after the break.
Oh, hell to the now. To the now. Oh. Get my shit back.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They'll start things on 1st down with Dion Lewis. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
They're ready now for 2nd and 9. They try again with Lewis. Some fancy footwork, but not much room to operate. Just up past the 25 and no further. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on third down. Throwing is Brady on third down. And he's got an open man. It's Gronkowski. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Shotgun now for Brady. He gets it to Cooks. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. From the gun, it's Brady. And that's caught. It's Hogan. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And that's complete to Cooks. And down inside the 15 he goes. Brady connecting with Cooks for the Patriot first down. In the red zone this time. Now they'll run with Lewis. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away when they just soften the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Looking for his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski, and it's third down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Here's Brady to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, to something to get you off to a quick start.
They'll start the drive with Jamal Charles. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
To throw on second is Simeon. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sanders. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. On first down, Simeon. And he hits his man on the out route, Demaryius Thomas. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
Simeon on first down. Left side here to Sanders. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Jamaal Charles taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Broncos are an extra point away from taking the lead. McManus now for the extra point. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. Now McManus on to kick this one off. Now Dion Lewis to return. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And now out come the Patriots. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the three-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
Throwing now is Brady. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Now Brady throwing on second down. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
New England on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 6. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And this is going to be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Brady got to have this one. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. So they lost yardage, and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I've got zip on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. Fresh set of downs here. Again, they'll throw with Brady. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. But I think the Patriots are going to hang on to the football. They do. They get it back.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
Hey, Alabama. Wait, 20.
Brady to throw on second down. He's got his man on the crossing route. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Wait, 20.
Now a toss play to Lewis. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. A gain of 3, second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Here we go with 2nd and 7.
Double tight. Wait, 20. Yeah.
Brady now to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. The offense certainly looking to score some points, but they also need ball security here late as we get down to the final moments of this one. They'll run it now out of the gun. Gave a glimpse of his quick feet and then taken down right at the 30. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this.
Wait, 20.
for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. New England on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Off the toss, Lewis. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. New England on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. He's back to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. 4th down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for 1 more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, over-excited, and blow an assignment and give up the big first down.
And Gostkowski's kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with 1 final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. They only need a field goal. Obviously the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Back to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Sanders. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Throwing right side, that's complete. Demaryius Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Back to throw. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. He was trying to get it to Benny Fowler that time, and that'll bring up second down. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sanders. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on third down.
Green 39! Green 39!
Now Simeon. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
Vance Joseph making his mark. His guys will go on 4th down. Desperation time for Simeon on 4th. Throw left side complete. That's Sanders. 6 yards there on the pickup, and it's a first down for the Broncos. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
And no, wide left. It's no good. And a tough finish to this one. So a field goal that could have won it went awry. Pretty good distance field goal. It wasn't a chip shot, but still, that one's going to stick with him for a little while, you'd have to think.
It is, and I know that he missed that one, and they walk off the field, and obviously they don't feel great about themselves. They just lost a game. But this is where the proficiency of kickers actually comes back and hurts them, because they've gotten so good that we expect them to make just about everything, and we forget that's still a long field goal attempt.
And so much pressure there at the end of the game. It's one of those situations, unfortunately, where you're either the hero or you're the GOAT.
And what you also hope is that you've built up equity with your team by making a whole lot of big kicks before, so that the occasional miss doesn't hurt you going forward.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Patriots winners here at home as we say so long from Foxborough.